Welcome to Dr. Jester Talks, and I'm gonna talk about this from the Blaze and then eventually from Associated Press. So I'm actually using other sources for your leftist dreams. Let's go. Satellite photos show Iran building something new at the underground nuclear site at Iranian president boasts Biden will bow and re-enter nuclear deal. Well, before I go on, ball sack update. It's moist, but definitely not as moist as we expect. As status, swampy, but definitely not as swampy as Washington DC as of late. So, updates, they are important. So, if you listen to a fan blast in the background, you'll have to forgive me and my intrusion and my low quality standards, because I definitely need some air blowing up on me to keep those regions as moist-free as possible. And you know how bad it can be when those regions get very, very moist or swampy. Either way, time to get back to the article, shall we? Enough about my balls. Even though they are very, 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 very important to know. The dick with a beard. Satellite photos obtained by the Associated Press on Friday reportedly show new construction underway at Iran's underground nuclear site at Fordo. Though the purpose of the building project is not yet known, the news will almost certainly trigger new concerns in the United States, especially as Democratic President-elect Joe Biden signals he is open to re-entering the nuclear deal forged in 2015 when he was a vice president. Iran has been flaunting the rules of that deal and has been getting away with things and breaking the deal over and over and over during Mr. Obama ruling. And then you have now showing examples of them breaking the rules. And even the countries, Germany, France, Britain, China, and Russia, my shoulders, have been trying to salvage the deal. You can see Iranians still breaking the rules. So Trump did the right thing and pulled out of the deal. But we all know, Biden has no spine. He doesn't even know what he's doing right now. He could be taking a dump and he will think he's talking at a Democratic convention or somewhere in the American continent. He could even be petting his dog and he'll think he's having sex with his wife. That's how bad it is. He'll definitely 100% without a doubt bow down to the Iranians. And he will 100%, even if the Iranians feel bold and they do a big ask, they'll get the big ask without even questioning. He'll probably even throw in a few bonus here and there if he gets into power. So the swamp that Trump has tried to drain for the last 4 years is going to get moist again, which is why I opened this video with a status up about my swampy ass and said, it's definitely not as swampy as Washington DC right now. I could say it's as swampy as the capital in the shithole I live in, but that's pretty much an ocean by now. It's not even a swamp. Either way, let's go and continue with the article because it's going to be a bit long. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani bragged Thursday that he has no doubt the incoming US administration under Biden will bow to Iran by rejoining the nuclear deal and lifting sanctions reimposed on the country by President Trump. Like I said, he will definitely 100% bow down. He will bow, he will lick, he will kiss the Iranian boots. Pretty much what the control left has been doing as of late on every single corporation out there. Look, there are certain corporations that do good. For example, the MyPillow Corporation. He's good. Goya is also good. Red Bull is also good. Monsanto, despite all the conspiracy theories behind it, is also a good corporation. Obviously, nothing is perfect. Nothing is criticism free, and nothing is above criticism. So, anything and everything should be criticized. Alright, let's keep going, because bullshit. Iran has not publicly acknowledged the new construction, which the AP said began in late September, but the country has acknowledged reopening its nuclear activities of late, arguing that the US departure of 2018 from the deal frees them from its obligations. You never even fulfilled those obligations initially. The remaining countries to the agreement, Germany, France, Britain, China, and Russia, continue to try and keep it from collapsing. Well, I thought it has already collapsed the moment America paid Iran a few $1 billion. Either way, here is showing contradictions. Here is the article published by Associated Press. You can see the icon. Here. You can see the icon here. So, Iran builds underground a nuclear facility amid US tensions. Iran has begun construction on a site as its underground nuclear facility at Fordo amid tensions with the US over its atomic program, according to satellite photos obtained by the Associated Press on Friday. Let's jump. One purpose of the Iran is building at its Natanz nuclear facility after a mysterious explosion in July where that Tehran describes a sabotage attack. Anyway, here it is. Asked to comment Iran's mission to the United Nations, told the AP, none of Iran's nuclear activities are secret. Didn't we just read that they are being secretive? Has not publicly acknowledged. Something goes on. Given the ongoing inspection by the International Atomic Agency, we have always maintained that our current activities, which are in line with the nuclear deal, can and will be immediately reversed once the other parties, including the US, come into full compliance with what was agreed upon, in particular on removing sanctions. Yes, you know why the sanctions, so the people of Iran doesn't rebel and try to topple the government, and so they can easily 100% import weapons to attack Israel. And then they can easily fund Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations like Hamas in Gaza. But shit doesn't stop there. Here it is from Associated Press as well. Iran nuclear deal members urge Tehran return to compliance from December 16th. More evidence of lies from Tehran. The meeting came as a signatory to the agreement that continues to try to keep collapsing unilateral withdrawal. Okay, something Tehran insists it doesn't want to do. Here, the three European powers have expressed hope that with the change of administrations in Washington, the US could be brought back into the deal, whose goal is to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb, something Tehran insists it doesn't want to do. And yet, they have enough fissile material for 2 bombs already, if they decide to do it right now. President-elect Joe Biden has said he hopes to return to the US to the deal which was negotiated while he was vice president, but complicating that Iran is now in violation of most major restrictions. See? Iran never followed the deals, and now more examples that they are not following, and then suddenly, oh, but we're following! We are always open! He said, oh, open! We are open, and we're open! You saw it in the article. Oh, we are open, none of the activities are secret. And here we have. But is now in violation of most restrictions set out in the agreement, including the amount of enriched uranium it is allowed to stockpile and the purity to which is allowed to enrich uranium. See? You don't trust the Iranians. At least not the government. The Iranian people are actually pretty fun people to be with. At least those who decided to leave Iran and are not religious fanatics. I've had quite a couple of Iranian friends, and they were all great people. It's a shame that their country is such a mess. It would be a great tourist location. The place is absolutely stunning, beautiful. Have you seen pictures from that? From Iran? So, leave it to Islam to ruin another country that was trying to finally leave the grasps of Islam after falling to Islam. Either way, let's keep going. Wait, where did they stop? Oh, yes. The news agency reported earlier this week that Iran is now in violation of most restrictions set out in the agreement. See? I showed to you the quote. So you know the Blaze is not misreporting, it's actually factual what they wrote. It's more from the Friday report, northwest corner of Holy Shiites, near the Holy Shiite city of Qom, some 90 kilometers southwest of Tehran. It shows that appears to be a dug foundation, the construction site, not important. Let's continue. The new construction was reportedly first updated by Twitter account called ObserverIL, who posted an image online this week. Citing South Korea's Aerospace Research Institute, the account owner identified himself to the AP as a retired Israeli Defense Force soldier, but asked that his name not be published. He is doing God's work here, showing that Iran is actually lying, and that Israel is actually telling the truth. Incredible. And let me explain what Netanyahu says. We did a little meme that is now floating the internet for years now, with him showing the bomb. It's simple. Israel has been accusing Iran that they are 1 year away from a bomb, or 5 years away from a bomb, depending when you take the period, when you take the quotes of Israeli leaders or things like that, depending on the year. 2010s, early noughties, doesn't matter. What they are trying to tell you is this: it's not that they are constantly wrong, that in 5 years Iran will have a bomb and it's already 2020 and that was said in 2010s. No. What they're trying to tell you is this: the moment Iran decides to build a bomb, the clock will start ticking. And for instance, let's take something a year away. Let's use the example of 1 year. So the moment they decide, look, let's build the bomb, the nuclear bomb. So you start the clock, and from 1 year from the moment of the decision, let's suppose today, December 18th, 2020, then in 1 year, approximately December 18th of 2021, they'll have the bomb. But if suddenly they decide, hey, let's decide to start building the bomb on February 2021, 1st of February 2021. So the moment they begin in 1st of February 2021, they'll have 1 year. So in 1st of February 2022, they'll have the nuclear bomb. It's simple as that. That's what Israel is trying to tell you. The moment they decide to build a bomb, they are 1 year away, they are 2 years away, depending on the time period you decide to quote the Israeli leaders. They are the only thing that Iran has to do is just say yes, and they'll start building a bomb. They already have everything, and they start enriching uranium past the agreement levels. So you know, shit is bad. Now let's get back to the article, which is about to end. US officials has long suspected that the Fordo nuclear site has a military purpose, but Iran has maintained the highly dubious claim that it is not interested in creating a nuclear weapon. Then why all the secrecy, Iran? Why all the secrecy? Due to the suspicion around activities at Fordo, Iran expert Jeffrey Lewis, who studies at Midbury Institute of International Studies, told the AP that any changes at this site will be carefully watched as a sign of where Iran's nuclear program is headed. Why did I highlight this paragraph? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe I was supposed to highlight something else and I accidentally highlighted this and did not notice. Oh, maybe it was the next paragraph. Either way, this location, quote, this location was a major sticking point in the negotiations leading to the Iran's nuclear deal. He added, the US insisted Iran close it, while Iran's supreme leader said keeping it was a red line. End quotes. We all know, Iran has been lying the whole time. That government lies a lot. So, and we all know, with the spineless Beijing Biden, with the Kamala Cop Kamala? Well, no, we all know. Shit is going to get real. And the moment that the Iranians raise their voice against Kamala, she'll screech and start to cackle around. You'll know that she'll claim it's sexist, God, it's sexist. He's raising the voice against a woman. You know. I know you're gonna have another spineless president. It's sad, really, seeing America going to the root of Latin America. Why America is letting this happen, I do not know. But then, what can you do? It has to be legally. But even the courts seem to be questionable. Either way, thank you for watching. I better not extend much, because otherwise I'm gonna get eaten out of YouTube. And you know, with the subscription numbers I have, they'll not even listen to me or even provide me any contact form to actually express or try to defend myself. So, you know, I need to shut up and submit. Time to lift my butt, but before I lift my butt, time to drink some coffee. Now, time to lift my bunghole. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. You obviously can also dislike this video, but then you'll be a fucker. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh yes, the most important bit. Good night.